Hello everyone, this is Aaron again. I get asked a lot on my channel about the optics. What scope am I using? And I've answered that question a number of times, and I gave people ideas of where they could find it for a good price and that sort of thing. And I just decided I'm just going to do a video and let's talk about it, because I just got one in and it's in the box. All the rest of them are in the guns box. It's thrown away a long time ago. But I just got one in and I said, here's an opportunity for me to come back and show you guys exactly what it is I'm recommending and why. Now, as you know, I do a lot of research. I really over-research stuff when I'm thinking about buying it. And I think you should too. Watch every video, read everything you can find on it before you put your hard-earned money out there. But I was looking at all of the features of the Hawk Sidewinder and the performance of the Hawk Sidewinder. And in my opinion, the only thing that the Hawk Sidewinder has on this scope here costs $160 shipped. Sidewinder is $4.99 and up, I understand. The only thing it has on it is that the reticle on the Hawk Sidewinder runs the whole gamut of the scope from the middle all the way down. It gives some bars at the bottom so you can use it for longer distance shot. Here you get a little bar after I think the 4th or 5th mil dot. But they both have mil dot scopes. This scope, I would venture to say, is as clear as any scope you're going to get out there. It has side focusing and it's crisp. If you watch my videos, you can see just how, when I do focus it well, you can see just how you can see the bird blink at 40 yards practically. So this video then is about the scope, my scope of choice. And here it is. All three of my guns, let me get this right on the lighting so you can see good. Okay, all three of my guns have this scope on it, and this is the only scope I've ever bought ever since I found it to be the best for the money. Again, as I say, 160 bucks. And we're going to do an unboxing in a minute, but let me just tell you what it is. This is the UTG Accushot SWAT IE scope. And I'm telling you, this thing is amazing. And I'm going to try to show that to you. I'm going to mount it on the gun, and then we're going to go out some distances with it, and I'm going to show you the clarity of this using my my Sidewinder scope mount. So, but this is now they make these in two lengths. This is a big sucker here, okay? This thing lets in a lot of light. This is 56 millimeters. I mean, this thing is big, round. It lets in a lot of light, and therefore there's the crispness. If you know anything about light, the more light you have, the more crispy you can get the subject to be. As the light goes down, it's a little bit harder. And another thing I'll say is this has over. I did say that the Sidewinder had the full mil dot system on the reticle. The thing that this has over that is that that's a 44 millimeter. Last time I checked. This is 56. This is 12 more millimeters. You're going to get a lot more light. And the optics is going to be much clearer, I think, in this particular scope. So, but this is the 4-16. Okay. I'm going to, when I come back with it mounted on the gun, I'm going to show you the 4-16 and the 6-24. And we'll make some comparisons between them. Because there's going to be there's about a $60 price difference between this particular scope and the one that goes 6-24. The one that goes 6-24 comes in about, I found mine for $219, and I found this for $160. And like I said, you're gonna find different prices, but they're on eBay, and you'll be able to find them there. But this thing here, another thing I love about this particular scope, this scope is parallaxed, focusable from 10 yards to infinity. And sometimes, especially when I'm shooting at chipmunks and I'm out in the woods, I may have a chipmunk only 10 yards away. If you got a scope and you're going to be shooting pests, rats and stuff like that may be close up on you, 10 yards, they're not going to focus. You're going to get a blur until you get past 20 yards or 15 yards or sometimes 25, depending on the scope. This one here is 10 yards, so you can't beat that. And it goes all the way out. It's a performance piece of glass. So let's do this. I'm going to move the camera, and we're going to do an unboxing on this thing and talk about a little bit about some of the features of it and show it to you physically, And then we're going to mount it on the gun and show you to it again. And then we're going to take it outside and shoot it and allow you to see how it looks through the reticle. Okay? Let's take a look at it close up. Okay, let's open the box and see what's inside. Oh, let's take a couple of look at two more things before we go. Talks a little bit about the parallax, let you know basically where things are for turning on and off, the reticle light, and how to set it up in the 36 colors and so on. But beyond that, let's open it and see what's inside. Okay. Now I'm telling you, the quality of what you're getting here for the money is amazing to me. You know, there may be people out there who can refute that. If you can, go right ahead and please post it and say, hey, this scope is much better for the money, and show why. But right now, it comes with the UTG cloth, soft cloth for cleaning the lenses so that you won't scratch them. It comes with very good UTG rings for mounting it on your gun, as well as the tool that goes along with it. Now let me tell you that at the outset though, this is made for a gun, as all ones nowadays seem to be. It's made for a gun with Picatinny. So if you got dovetails, you'll have to get some different scope mounts, because this is the standard now. So that's what's going to come with almost all your scopes. And if you got a Picatinny, you're going to have to, like, and I got a Picatinny on 3 of my guns, so I had to buy Picatinny rails. But I mean, scope rings. Okay, let's bring it out of here and take a look at this baby. Okay, now inside of what you're going to have too is this. You're going to have two batteries that are going to make the reticle work, and one is the backup battery. And let me tell you, you're going to leave this thing on. I got a bunch of these batteries because I always leave this thing on and the battery dies. And you got the tools for doing that. And also, if you were to strip one of your screws, they always come with an extra screw in there in case you strip one of these. So that's wonderful too. Batteries, and of course the owner's manual is going to show you how to set everything up, where everything is, and so on. Okay, set this to the side. And here it is. To me, the scope. This thing. Let me tell you. I just love this scope. Okay, it's got the pop-ups on it, so you can open and close them if it's raining a little misty. These stay on there at all times. I love that. Some of the ones you have to pull them off and put them back on. Those pop up. You got your focusing ring over here from 10 yards all the way out to infinity. And the nice thing about that, all the way out to infinity, the thing about that is this. Turning this is kind of awkward. But when you pop this wheel on there, it's a new day. So make sure you get that wheel. So there it is. And again, this is 4. You can crank it all the way up to the 16. Now I'm gonna tell you this, because this is, now every night and then when I go to the range, I'm shooting 100 yards and that, I crank it up to 16. But I never ever take it any other time. I got it on 6 power. And the reason I have it on 6 power is this. I want a wide field of view. I remember one time I was squirrel hunting when I first got started. I had a cheap scope, and a squirrel would be up in a tree, and I open both my eyes to look and see where he is on the limb, and I close my eye and look through the scope, and I can't find him. I open my eyes, and I keep doing it until I can find him, because it just didn't give me enough width in order to see the whole area so I could zoom in on the squirrel. It was only showing me a small area, and I'm looking all around for the squirrel in that area. Okay, that's another thing that this big 56 millimeter lens allows you to do. You get more, it seems to me anyway, in terms of field of view. So that's it. That's my recommendation for the scope. Now let me show you 2 of the scopes on 2 of my existing guns, and I'll talk a little bit more about why I think this is the best scope in the world for the money. have 3 guns that have standard scopes on them. My other 2 guns, of course, have the ATN Thor and the ATN 4K night vision and day vision on it. So those don't count. But in terms of the other 3 guns that I have, they all have UTGs on them. 2 of them have the UTG that you just looked at, the 4-16, and then I believe it's my 25. Let me see. Yeah, the 25 caliber here has the 6-24. And the reason I went for the 6-24, if I had known now what I knew then, I wouldn't have got the 6-24. I was planning on doing some bench rest shooting and shooting out some distances, 100 and beyond perhaps. And so I wanted that extra 8 powers to zoom in on a target so I can dissect the target. You know, if you're shooting at 100 yards and you don't have a scope, it, you know, kills me. There are guys out there buying impacts and they're putting scopes on them that are only small powers, 12, 9, 12, 16. You know, you shoot out to 100 yards, if you can't dissect a quarter at 100 yards, you're not going to shoot a 1-inch group, never. You're not going to be able to. If you can't get that quarter in the reticle where it almost fills it so you can dissect that thing and put it right in the middle of that quarter, you're not going to hit it at 100 yards. I don't care what. I would bet you my house and everything I own that you take an 8 power and shoot a 1-inch group. It's funny. But anyway, I digress. But I got the 8-24 because I was interested in that. Then later on I found that there was no interest in it. And that I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. It was just not a situation for me. So I ended up with the gun, with the scope, and so I got it on my 25. And if I do shoot 100 yards, it'll probably be with the 25, so I put the 24 on it, and I put the 16 on my 177. And these are my 2 P15, as you know. Okay, let's take a look at them mounted on each one. Let's start with the baby, my baby, the one that is my pesting gun of the century. My little P15 here. Now, let me tell you what you're giving away when you get this scope. Because this scope is so big, and you can look at it, it's a big scope. I can go in there and pull some other scopes I got on the shelf in here, and compare it, and you're gonna see this scope is very long. This scope is a long scope. It's got a big piece of glass in front. As a result of that, you're gonna end up with probably about 12, 14 ounces more than you would with a standard smaller scope. So but if when you got on the P15, it doesn't matter. This gun comes in under 5 pounds. You throw this on there, you're at 6 pounds something. You throw this on there, I mean, you're just getting to around 8, 9 pounds, 10 if you got all this on it. And most guns come out of the box at 10. So that's not going to make much of a difference. You throw this on a 10, you throw it there like when I had my Gladius, my Hot Sun Gladius, which came out of the box at 10 something. Then I added this scope and all that to it. I was carrying around 15 pounds. And that's too much to carry around. So yes, this scope is going to be heavier. Understand that. It's going to be a little bit lighter if you go with the 16, the 4-16, than it will with the 16-24, which is a little bit longer and a little bit heavier. But this is where it stands out for me. You know, if I'm shooting and I'm just shooting at stuff, to me it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what scope I have on it. If I can see him and I shoot him, he falls dead, or if I miss him, sometimes too. You guys remind me of that constantly. It's not going to bother me if he's clear or not. But when you're making videos and you got a side shot on here and you want that target to be crisp, you know, if it's a sparrow at 30 yards, I want you to be able to say, hey, that's a sparrow, instead of guessing what kind of bird it is because you can't see how clear, with any clarity at all. I want you to see, if I'm shooting at starlings at 25 or 30 yards, I want you to see the speckles on his wings. Okay? When you're doing video, just extra light again. If you're videoing, that 56 millimeter is going to kill that 44 millimeter in terms of light gathering capacity and everything else for when you're videoing. So that's another reason you should go for it. But for me, a light bullpup, or any other gun you might want to carry, you know, I'm in love with a bullpup, so don't beat me up. But if you got longer guns that you like to carry around with it, it doesn't really matter. But lightweight, maneuverable, easy to carry. I could walk around with this gun. I have walked around this gun around the farm for 4 hours straight and never tired of carrying it. Never got in my way, never bothered me, even with the heavier scope on it. So that's where we are. There's no one point in pulling the other gun back up here. They're both twins. It's just one is a 25 and one is a 177. And notice these optics are good. And let me just end this by showing just a few shots that would be taken with this, and just how clear the opticals are for that. And then we're going to close it out. I was going to go out to the range and show some things on that. I don't think it's necessary. I think if I can give you some examples about this thing at work in the field, that's going to be good enough to close this video out. So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching, for your comments, for all your subscribers out there that helped me along in that capacity. I'm really hoping to grow the station to enough where I can not be sponsored. I'm not looking for any sponsorship. I'm not even looking. I'm not looking to collect any money. I don't want to have. I hate it. I don't want commercials. If I'm trying to say something to you, I don't want all of a sudden a commercial to pop up that you have to mandatorily watch for 15 or 20 seconds or stop after 10 seconds every so often. It drives me nuts. And I understand. I'm not beating those people that are doing it. Hey, if you can make money, this is America. Make it. It's just for me. It's an annoying, and the amount of money I would be making is not worth the sacrifice of having my videos cut short and in the beginning and the end some kind of commercial popping up. Don't like commercials. So I'm hoping that I can get enough subscribers where I can at least get some manufacturers and some retailers to send me some stuff to review. I'm gonna, I don't care what I review. I'm gonna be straight up with it. Hey, this is how I feel about it. But they won't even. I won't even ask, because they're not gonna even respect you till you get up to a certain distance. In terms of people that are watching your channel. So for the most part, everything you see on here is stuff that I've invested in myself. And let me just be honest here, and with full disclosure, I did get some discounts from 3 manufacturers, I guess you would call them. These guys, when I ordered things from them and they found out I had a channel and that I was going to feature the items on that channel, they did give me a discount. And that was Darko. If you go back and look at the video that I did on upgrades for this gun, you will see these guys that I did prominently promote them during that time. But anyway, it was Darko, it was Air Effective Tuning, and it was JB 3D Printing that made magazines and different kinds of cocking levers and that kind of thing for the gun. So it's nice when those opportunities come, because I am laying out a little bit of cash for this stuff. And my wife haven't left me yet, but I'm quite sure it's in the offing if I keep it up. But again, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and let's just keep it safe. And I'll try to keep finding interesting things out there to try to bring to you. And of course, as I promised way back, anything that I learn or anything I think that will be helpful to you in the field, I'm going to try and bring that to you. The hunting videos, I try not to make them just hunting videos. I try to teach even during that, even with misses and other things that I do, to try to let you know this is the situation that we're in when we're out in the field doing these things. I think it's quite boring just to watch stuff die time after time after time. And if you're like me, I'm gonna tell you this. This is absolute truth. You may not believe it, but this is absolute truth. The day I take this gun out in the field and I hit everything I aim at is the day I probably get bored with it to go find something else to do, because fun would be gone. The thing that makes it exciting to me is when I get ready to pull the trigger, it's not that the thing is going to die. What makes it exciting to me is the fact that, am I going to hit it or miss it? And when I hit it, it's like, wow, got that one. And when I miss it, I say, whoa, missed that one, and I move on. It's not a problem with me, but boy, if I'm watching a station, and this is my last thing, I'm on a rant again, but if I'm watching a station, this guy, I've been watching this guy for, I don't know, a year. And in the year that I've been watching this guy, he's taken, let's say, 3,000 shots, and he's never missed. I don't understand how you won't get bored with that. You see the crosshairs, the only thing you know is about to die every time. Okay? If he missed 10% of the time, at least I can play a game. I can say, what if he's going to miss this shot? I can even lay a bet. I bet he's looking at that thing and shaking. He's going to miss this. He missed. Wow, got that one right. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching and putting up with me. Have a good one. Wow. I almost forgot to tell you. I'm really excited about the next video I'm going to be doing. I never thought I'd ever do this video, but circumstances have been favorable. In the next video, I'm going to be reviewing the FX Impact Mark II in .22 caliber with the new sniper barrel 700mm and the high capacity magazine. I'm going to be comparing. It's going to be, let me just say this, I'm going to really do my research before that gun gets here. And by the time it gets here, I'm going to be able to watch every video on it and read every comment about it, so that I can bring you a really in-depth review of that gun. And then we're going to also compare it to the Mark I, which I already have and know all about, and to see if it's worth the $2,000 price tag. You know, the original price tag was $1,800. The new price tag is $2,000. Is it $2,000 worth of gun? And we're going to make that determination based on what we learned. And then hopefully we're going to go out one day. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this time, but go out one day and shoot those guns against each other at 10 to 100 yards to see if there's a big improvement over the FX Mark II versus the Smooth Twist. So stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to it. And right after this, stay tuned for a few shots to show you the clarity of the scopes we just talked about, to see if it's something that you might be interested in. Thanks again. Keep it safe.